Man, Steph shoots Kobe's career average from three. That makes sense. Steph shoots like it. Steph shoots 44. They shoots 41.
All right, everybody. It's KBR Sports, the best show you 24-hour day back from the break. Remember, you guys can always make sure you guys always follow and subscribe and tune into us on Spreaker, Rabble, iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Also, you make sure you guys follow the KBR Sports Twitter page at KBR_sports, where you'll be updated on everything live regarding KBR Sports. And also remember, our show times are from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Even though I'm letting y'all know today we are going over.
Shocking, like every other day.
No,
we're going over.
Nigel, the other day we would have finished at 9:30 exactly. You would have started wailing off at nowhere.
Nobody wailed off.
Yes,
anywhere.
you did.
I did not.
Nigel, there's tape here, man.
Continue. You're holding up the show right now.
Even though you interjected on me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you leave that out. But yeah, y'all. Talking about after we just came off a topic talking about Klay Thompson, talking about the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors. You can't talk.
Golden State
Warriors. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. I don't know what the topic is. You say something about the Golden State Warriors and the Clippers. Are the Clippers the biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors, who have been absolutely rolling recently? Brendan, do you think the Clippers, who are actually playing tonight, 10:30 on ESPN, do you think the Clippers have a legit shot at taking down the Warriors?
I mean, yeah, they have a legit shot, but
I mean, like, would you pick them? Give me out of 10. Out of 10. Give me out of 10. A number out of 10.
Out of 10. What do you like?
Like how good a chance?
Yeah, to break down. The scale for me.
No. You 5? Do you think they have a okay chance? A 7?
5.
Oh, all right. I mean, I didn't get to finish.
Okay, what was a 7? Likely?
Yeah, likely.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
And because of the fact that even though the Clippers are technically the best team right now in NBA defensive efficiency, yes.
Sure about that?
Yeah, the Clippers.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, the Clippers are actually the best team in NBA defensive efficiency.
Let me find out you're wrong.
Yeah, well, you gotta go to the place with the 4 letters.
Won't do that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give them.
And because of the fact, but the thing is, for me, when the Clippers play the Nigel,
Brent, I'm not saying anything. Do your topic, Nigel, man. Stop worrying about me.
Oh man, we're so terrible.
Seriously, need to make this not live.
Oh,
No, seriously, go ahead, make your point, man. Make your point.
But because of the fact that the Clippers are highest in the defensive efficiency, and to me, what will stop the Warriors is if a team can. Yeah, exactly. I was right. But yeah, you don't gotta tell me. I know my facts. But but because of the fact that. To me, the only way you can stop the Golden State Warriors is if you can actually defend them.
Yeah,
but the only problem is it's like only few and far between teams can defend them. Oh. And it's like if you have DeAndre Jordan on the court, who's he gonna chase around? I mean, Zaza stays around the rim, but he shoots. He can shoot too. Shoot mid range. He can shoot extended mid range.
I think you'll live with that though.
Yeah, I mean you will live with that, but it's like, and then when he on the other side of the floor, he can't shoot free throws. You know what I mean? And then what, you gonna have Blake chasing around Kevin Durant? You see what I'm saying? So for me, and to guard the Warriors, it takes extreme communication, which obviously the Clippers have practiced throughout the first 20 odd amount of games. But just moving forward, just moving forward, it's just, to me, it's Golden State is just exactly what the Clippers can't or struggle to guard. Every other team, the Clippers have had some kind of means to guard them. San Antonio. Or actually, no, the most notable one was against Cleveland. Cleveland, what's it called? You can pack their biggest creator on the offensive side of the ball. Score, yeah, he can't. He's not a shooter. And then
say he can't shoot.
I'm not gonna disrespect LeBron like that, but he's not a shooter. So you just keep DeAndre Jordan rotating around that rim, and Tristan Thompson is just not an offensive threat. He's an offensive rebounding threat, but he's not a scorer offensive wise. Blake Griffin guarding Kevin Love. I mean, depending on whatever night it is, you hit and miss with Kevin Love. And then when it comes down to LeBron James, if he's not getting easy avenues to the rim, it's a struggle for him. And then the next best scorer on their team is Kyrie Irving, and Chris Paul is probably the best point guard defender at the point guard position. So guarding Kyrie,
leave him, man. I'll back Jesus out.
No.
Steph Curry, stop.
Okay. But he's arguably one of the best point guards at his position defensive wise. So, but he probably is the best. But and putting him on Kyrie, it was a suitable matchup. But Golden State, because they run everybody so much, it's a whole entire different beast. Because you're gonna run Chris Paul all over the court and everything like that. You're gonna run JJ Redick all over the court guarding Steph Curry or guarding Clay. I mean, that's essentially what's gonna happen. Some guys is gonna get run around the court, and then whatever guy has to deal. The only facet where the Clippers have a foreseeable advantage is at center and small forward, because Draymond Draymond runs the power forward, right? Or so then Blake would guard Draymond, and then whoever the small forward would be would guard Kevin Durant. Then the only matchup advantage that the Clippers would have is at power forward, which Blake Griffin would be guarding Draymond. But Draymond, everybody leaves him open anyways, and he's not shooting exactly well this season either. He's shooting like right around 30%. So he's not shooting. No, I know my stuff.
I'm just fact checking.
See, yeah, like I don't got my stuff right in front of me.
But you may be wrong.
Okay.
No, keep making your point.
But the fact, just because of that fact, it's the only way you can essentially, to me, beat Golden State is if you pound. What is Draymond
shooting? 27%.
I said around 30.
That's not around 30. It's 3% lower. Get your facts right.
Okay. No. Right. You just look at his face. Look at.
I'm just looking at our audience's face.
Okay. But just the fact of the matter is that he's shooting bad. Yeah, he's shooting bad. So you'll live with Draymond shooting open threes. And on the other side of the ball, that's where the Clippers have their advantage. But that's where I just don't see that from Blake Griffin on a consistent basis, where he is a dog. No, against Golden State, he's not a dog, and he's going up against Draymond, and Draymond's trying to win Defensive Player of the Year. So going up against Draymond Green, who's arguably the best defender in basketball right now. Him and Kawhi.
You'd be wrong.
You don't think him and Kawhi are on par with each other?
Not this year.
Bro, Kawhi's defense is going underrated this season, bro. Yeah, it is. But let me keep going. So I can give you your point. But
Draymond holding people under their averages.
What?
Draymond's holding people under their averages. Against Kawhi, they shoot better than their averages.
Okay, imagine.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, we want to talk about facts. Those are facts.
You gotta show me facts.
3%. They're shooting. I just closed it. Okay.
You said 3%.
They're shooting 3% better against Kawhi. They're shooting 5% less against Draymond. And Draymond's contesting the most shots in the league.
Yeah, because he's going for defensive player of the year.
I'm just saying. He's been the best defender in the league this year. He's been the best defender. That was it. That's all I said.
You make your point.
What was my point again? No, I'm joking. You said 5?
Actually, the biggest threat to them
for me
is Cleveland. I never said who the biggest threat was to me, so it's Cleveland. So go ahead.
Wrong. Okay. You said 5?
Yeah.
Let me say 6.
For the Clippers?
Yeah.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a step up.
I can't even. Why do I do this?
And the reason why.
Go ahead.
First of all, the one thing that's been kind of surprising for the Warriors this year. Before I talk on my butt, let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. But I feel like they haven't been on the boards like people thought they were going to. I think they've been rebounding better than everybody thought their weakness was going to be defense, which they're top 10 in defensive. Efficiency. The dictionary. And they're rebounding better than everybody thought they were. So the two main issues there. So if you take one of the best rebounding teams, which is the Clippers, they're gonna have to crash the boards constantly against the Warriors, and they have the personnel to do that. They have what it takes to constantly just beat them on the boards. So that's one, and then they're playing great defense. And yeah, it takes a lot of communication. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. But they've shown so far this season that they're willing to do the effort to get those. And they have a guy who's on the other side of the court is going to get you easy looks. He's going to get you easy looks all game long. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is when Chris Paul goes to the bench and their offense kind of stalls a little bit, because Golden State's going to go off at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have, if Chris Paul's not in the game, weather that storm? Is my question.
Can you answer it?
Yes.
I mean, if they keep Blake Griffin in, and this is the best bench the Clippers have had.
By far.
Yeah, it's the best bench they've had, so I don't think it's as much as... There's going to be a drop-off, but I don't think it's... Yeah, but they don't die by their drop-off.
Well, they just have to hope that keeps up. Golden State...
Because Golden State's less deep than the Clippers.
But there have been they somehow get guys... Ian Clark, some nights just goes off. Patrick McCall just sometimes goes off.
Well, what Golden State does is deceptive. They have a deceptive bench because what they do is they always run 2 stars along with their bench. So like their bench is really being forced to play on the laurels of their bench. Normally it's Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, JaVale McGee that come off the bench, or they put McCall somewhere in that rotation. They put him normally at shooting guard or something like that, and then Kevin Durant still on the court, or just one of the main scorers on the court, or Draymond. It's always a fluctuation. So I don't think they really ever have to
worry about it.
Yeah, they don't ever really are forced to worry about it. So it's like it's not really a big deal. But
about an average rebounding team.
Sorry, what did you say?
They're about an average rebounding team.
The Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
which at this point if they can just maintain a average way, I mean, that's a plus for them.
Yeah. So you think the Clippers are the biggest threat to them?
Might
have to play the Jeopardy music early.
No, Cavs. I'm gonna go with the Cavs. Yeah, they're the reigning champions. I can't take the crown away from them. Even though they haven't been playing the.
Well, I mean, just if you choose somebody else to be the biggest threat, doesn't mean you're taking the crown away.
No.
It'd be different if you're picking somebody to win the NBA Finals. I mean,
that's okay. I have them in the finals.
And matchups wise, I think the Thunder were the better team to knock off the Spurs last year than anybody else.
I think they got. What'd you say? You thought
the Thunder were the better team to knock off the Spurs last year than anybody else.
Yeah,
it's just because of matchups.
No,
so I mean,
you're right.
If you pick somebody else,
no, but I still think. Yeah, I think the Cavs are. You can't bet against LeBron.
So but
no, I think the Cavs. I still trust them more than.
So then what other team would you pick to beat Golden, or could possibly beat?
I mean, the Clippers would be second, and the Spurs would probably be third.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? What is it about the Clippers that gives you?
They've just shown more so far this season. They've shown a better balance so far this season.
The Spurs aren't that far behind.
They're not that far behind, but they're still behind the Clippers. So I mean, at this point right now, I would take the Clippers. But I mean, if the Spurs pick it back up in Kawhi's defensive player of the year.
Did you think Spurs were the better matchup for them last year at this point?
In the whole league?
Golden State?
In the whole league?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I told you last year I didn't like them last year.
No, but I'm saying, if you're saying for right now, because the Clippers have the better record and stuff right now, San Antonio had the best record last year, right? Then why isn't
I'm pretty sure the Clippers...
And you still didn't think they were the second best matchup last year?
Okay, I thought second best. Second best last year. Yeah, absolutely. I thought you meant like best overall. Sorry, yeah. They were second best. They were the second best matchup last year. Sorry, the Thunder. Thunder were second. I'm sorry, you're right. They were third. My fault. I heard you wrong.
Yeah,
that's my bad.
I'm not.
So last year it was Cavs, Thunder, and then Spurs.
But why was it in that order? If last year it was It was literally the Spurs with the second best record, then the Thunder were the third best record in
because
West.
They got blown out twice, I believe, against the Warriors.
Yeah.
The Spurs.
Really?
Yeah, they did. They beat them. They won the first time, and then the other 2 times they lost by, I want to say, near 25 points or something like that. And then the third time they lost by double figures again. It wasn't really. It was like one of those games where
they're the only team to beat Golden State. Remember the Thunder got blown out too. Thunder had that one close game.
They had one. Oh, hold on, pull it.
I remember it. They had the Steph shot game. Then they had the game that they were down by like 16 the whole game. Then they cut it down to like 8 later in the game, and they kept fluctuating between like 8, 16, 8, 16 in that range. And then eventually, and then I think it was either the final game or the second to last game, they got blown out. So why is it that you would, if that's the case, then I'm not understanding your logic.
Say it one more time. They said okay.
They had the Steph 3-point game.
Yes,
but Steph hit the shot where he hit the game-winning shot, hit the Bernie on them. Then they had a game where it was close but not close at the same time. It wasn't a full-on blowout, but I mean you knew they would win that game. Then they just got blown out one game. The Thunder.
They didn't. All right, so hold on, I have it up. They lost by 8-1 game.
That's the game I'm talking about.
That's the game you're talking about.
Yes.
They lost by 3 in the overtime game, which is a Steph shot.
Yeah.
Then they lost by 15.
The blowout.
That's not a blowout.
That's
not a blowout. 15. We've had this conversation. That's not a blowout. It's not a blowout.
That's a blowout.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
15 is not a blowout.
15 points is a blowout.
15 is not a blowout.
Nigel, if you're watching a high school game and they go
back, come on. We're not talking about high school games.
Why does it change, Nigel?
Because high school is a lower level basketball. 15 might as well be 100 in high school.
No, it's not.
It absolutely is.
Nigel, if you go
how many minutes are in a high school game?
How many minutes?
Yes, per quarter.
It depends on where you.
You went to a game. How many minutes were it?
8.
Four less minutes.
So if
less minutes.
If you're down, Nigel. So what changes in a high school game if you're down by 15 with 2 minutes left? No, can I finish the scenario?
Go ahead.
If you're down by 15 with 2 minutes left in a high school game, you're down by 15 with 2 minutes left in a
How many kids can get
NBA
hot?
game.
How many high schoolers can get hot in a high school game? Very few.
How many NBA players can get hot in an NBA game?
More than schoolers. I tell you that much.
Just about the same amount.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Nigel, how many people can get JJ Redick hot? How many people can get Klay Thompson? Who's gonna score that many points in 2 minutes? You tell me.
Chase McGrady.
Oh yeah.
Reggie Miller.
You just named one of the best shooting guards to play the game. I say people, Nigel. I can name you McDonald's All-Americans that can do that. I can name you.
Name me.
I can name you.
Name me right now.
Wiggins could have done that. Ben Simmons could have.
When did they do it? When did they do it?
D'Angelo did it. Amanda Birdie all the time.
Okay, you're right.
Exactly. Like, come on, man.
I just like, man, you're right.
Yeah, I can tell.
I just don't like being right.
Yeah, I can obviously tell.
I just don't.
Yeah, it's obvious.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're forgiven. Mario, we're going to move on to our next topic. On the other side of the break, talk about Thursday night football matchup and talk about which team in that matchup we actually think is the best team. We're actually going to swerve off of that. Right before we touch on that, we're going to touch on a certain topic from one of our audience members.
Stop.
They wanted to bring this ignorance to my front door. So we're going to touch on this coming out of the break, y'all.
On it.
Yes. No, not you. Also talking about it. Stay tuned. KBR Sports, the best sports talk show.
I don't have anything to say.
For the first time ever.
I'm actually speechless. I'm going to sit here and not say a word.